What's up guys, it's Jasper here, and welcome to this squad builder on the informed Carlos Tevez. It is a little bit tricky to build teams around him now as he plays for the Boca Juniors, but I still managed to build what I think is a really nice squad. So let's jump into the defense. So jumping on into the defensive trio now guys, starting off in goal we have Joe Hart. He has 85 diving, 81 handling, 88 reflexes and 84 positioning. He was a pretty good keeper and he did a good job in goal. Now moving on to the first centre-back, we have Mangala with 77 pace, 79 defending and also 85 physical. He was pretty good. I could have gone with any Manchester City centre-back, but I decided to go with him and he did a great job actually. And then moving on to the last centre-back, we have Kolodziak. He's a silver centre-back from the Ligue BBVA with 76 pace and 75 physical, and he did a great job as a centre-back. Now moving on to the fullbacks, first up we have Baba from Chelsea. I could have gone with Azpilicueta, but he did a really good job. He has 86 pace, 75 defending and 74 physical, and he was really solid in the left back spot. Now moving on to the right back spot, we have Mariano with 83 pace, 74 passing, 76 dribbling, 73 defending and 73 physical, and he has a really well-rounded card and he did a really good job in defence as well. Now let's move on to the midfielders. So jumping on into the midfield of this squad, starting off on the right side, we have Valbuena. He was pretty good. He has 86 pace, 73 shooting, 80 passing, and also 83 dribbling. He was okay. He did score a couple of nice goals for me, but he didn't contribute that much to the team. That was a pretty nice finish there. But yeah, this next goal is actually pretty nice as well, off a corner. He runs up, he does a Berber spin around this player, and then smashes it home into the top right-hand corner. That was a nice goal. Probably the best goal he scored for me out of the 20 or so games I played with this team. So he didn't really contribute that much, but for chemistry reasons, he was still a good player to have in this team. Now moving on to the central centre midfielder, who is the in-form Tolisso. He looks like a really sweet card. He has 73 pace, 76 shooting, 80 passing, 76 dribbling, 80 defending and also 80 physical. He didn't score me that many goals. This is probably the nicest one he scored for me off the post and in. But he was the core of the midfield, sitting back and helping out the defence when I didn't have the ball. So he was much more of a defensive player, and I would definitely recommend him. He doesn't score that many goals, but he does a great job in the central midfielder spot. Now moving on to the last midfielder, who is a silver and goes by the name of Bruno Zuccolini. He has 80 pace, 70 shooting, 73 dribbling and also 74 defending. Now, I originally just had him for chemistry reasons, but I actually found out he's a really, really good player. That was a really nice goal, a nice little diving header into the bottom corner. And yeah, he just pops up where you really need him to at the right times. Like looking at this, he scores in the 90th minute, making a really nice run through the defence to tie me the game. What an important goal that was. He was also a really defensive player, but he does push up quite a lot. So that was a slight downfall really. He was a very attacking player, but he is a very well-rounded card and I would definitely recommend him in this squad. Now moving on to the attacking trio of the team, which is where the squad starts to look really interesting. Starting first off in the cam spot, we have Pastore. He has 74 pace, 77 shooting, 84 passing and also 85 dribbling. He was such a good player. I could have had Angel Di Maria there instead, but I went for the cheaper option and oh my god, I absolutely recommend him. 74 pace is such a lie. He feels so quick on the ball and he is one of the most agile players I have used on the game, no lie. He has scored me so many nice goals as well. Like look at that passing move from the team and then what an incredible finish from him into the top corner. Now look at this goal. I think this might be the nicest goal I scored with the whole team. Look at that for a finish and the one-touch passing play from the midfield in the squad, and then look at that for a shot, perfect top corner. He scored me some really nice and important goals when I needed him to, and he was also great at setting up the play and getting assists. He was the playmaker of this team and I absolutely recommend you go and try him out. Now moving on to the right-sided striker, we have Acosta. He was mainly there for chemistry at the start, but he looks very sweaty with 92 pace, 71 shooting and also 78 dribbling. He was pretty good. He didn't score nearly as many goals as Tevez, probably because I was forcing the ball towards the left side of the pitch. But in saying that, he scored me some really nice goals. Like, look at that for a chip. That was a really nice finish. Considering he only has 71 shooting, some of the goals he scored are absolutely incredible. Like, look at that for a shot. Not even 2 minutes into the game, he just blasted over the keeper's head. Look at that, another long shot from him. His shooting is such a lie. 71 is not the correct rating. He feels more like 80 shooting or even higher than that. Another really nice finish off a nice passing play from the rest of the team. And I think this is the last goal with him in these clips now. He skins one player, cuts inside the box, and then a really tidy finish into the top left corner. So that is Acosta's card. He did a pretty nice job in striker, and I would definitely recommend him for this team. But he wasn't as good, of course, as the guy sitting next to him up top, who is none other than the in-form Carlos Tevez. So jumping in and having a look at his card stats, and oh my gosh, look at that. He has 88 pace, 89 shooting, 81 passing, and also 86 physical. That is an absolutely insane card for only an 87 rated player. And if you haven't seen the title of the video, I call it the LONGSHOT King, and I wasn't talking about anybody else in this team but Carlos Tevez. Everything he hit with that right foot of his just sailed into the top corner in either side of the goal. It was absolutely incredible. And not only that, he only had 3-star skills, which was a little bit of a downfall. But even saying that, his dribbling was so smooth and quick and agile. The defenders could not catch him because he had 86 physical on top of that. If he got past a player, a combination of sprint speed, dribbling, and physical meant that there was no way they were catching up to him or even stealing the ball off him. He just scored so many incredible goals for me. Like, look at this for a finish. He just curls it into the top right-hand corner perfectly. He was just an absolutely amazing card, and I think he's only going for about 200k right now, maybe even less. I would definitely recommend you go and pick him up. There's so many more players that are much more expensive than him. You will not get nearly as much value with them. He is worth every single penny you spend on him. He is just the best striker I've used on FIFA 16 so far. Now, going into the last couple of goals with him, I think that was a really nice finish, just rising it into the top corner. Now look at this for a goal. He was just shrugging the defender off him all the way from halfway. That might have even been Jordi Alba, I think. He was just shrugging them off with his 86 physical and then smashed it into the top corner. I think that was the last goal I scored with him, probably the best one. Just a long shot from 35 yards into the top left-hand corner. But yeah, guys, you've seen it from me now. Tevez is a god. He is by far the best striker I've used in FIFA 16, and that just proves it. He's only going for about 200k, and even if you just want to get his regular card, that will make this squad relatively cheap, as his regular card's only going for about 10k now, and he'll be almost just as good. He'll be absolutely insane, his regular card, but if you want to spend the extra coins, go out and buy his inform. I absolutely recommend it, 10 out of 10. But yeah, guys, that is the squad, and this will be the end of the video now. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.